Hi, good evening, folks. Let's discuss what we just seen. Coming up. I'm just going to start with this, guys. And this is going to sound hypocritical, I'm saying this, but I actually enjoyed myself watching this game today. I really did. The fans booing Jack every time and Jack taunting the crowd. And this was a lot of fun. I got to say, this was a lot of fun. And I think this is going to be an ongoing thing. I don't think this is going to go away in the next 4 or 5 years. I think this is a permanent thing. Every time Jack comes to Buffalo, they're going to boo him. And he's going to taunt the crowd back if he gets a goal in a game. So credit to Jack. He went and did it. He finally erupted in Buffalo after 5 periods. He scores a goal finally and then gets 2 more. And when that empty netter, folks, I wanted the seconds to tick down before it went in. I'm like, oh my God, I got to talk about this, really? Look, one thing I'll say about tonight, okay? I know the Sabres lost this game outright. They did. But one thing I will say is we hung around. We hung around this game, and the truth is, and I'm not going to blame Comrie, but Comrie's got to start looking sharper in nets. He just does. Was it Jack's second goal? Or the goal that... I think it was his second goal. Or his second goal or first goal. Might have been the first one, guys. Might have been the first one. There's just certain goals he let in tonight that he would have got in Edmonton and Calgary. He hasn't looked the same since the West trip. He just hasn't. And, it's funny. Middlestat scored that nice one today. Seconds before that goal, I was cursing Middlestat was on the ice in that power play. I was like, why is Middlestat on the ice? And then he does that. So I'm like, you know what? I better just say nothing and just watch the game. So the boys get humiliated in their home ice by Jack Eichel. If that's not a wake-up call, guys, what is? What is? Seriously, I mean, we're right back to square one again when it comes to... The thing is, our record isn't, guys. We're not like 4-10, we're 7-7, right? So we're... it's not like the season's lost, but it feels like it's slipping away right now. The truth is, we're just getting a lot of hard games off the schedule. And we were hit with key injuries on this team at the wrong time. We sure could have used Samuelsson in a game like this tonight. We sure could have. And Yoki Haru. We sure could have used these guys today. But again, so I'm not going to make the injury excuse. The truth is, Vegas came in more prepared, more ready, more hungry, it looked like, And we didn't have the lead in this game, and we keep playing from behind, and that's not a recipe for success with our team. And guys, way too much turnovers in our zone again, way too much. I get that's our plan, I get that's what we're doing, but it's hard to watch when you're in a losing streak, I wish they would tighten things up till they get the win, and then okay, we can go back to being high risk again if we want, but get the win, break the slump, get out of this. These little tic-tac passes in our zone drive me crazy sometimes, especially when we're down by a few goals and we're taking high-risk chances in our zone. Drives me nuts. It does. But, I was laughing after. It's weird. It's weird, the emotions of a hockey fan, I swear to God, I was actually giggling when Jack got the empty net goal. It's like, oh no, this just tops everything. And he does it from the other end of the ice at the boards and gets it. And, the way he let the fans have it and the way the fans are booing him. And, it's funny how we are as fans, guys, because I guarantee some fans went home probably giggling a bit. Well, Jack did it tonight, what can you do? What can you do? I mean, was Vegas's night. And when we made it 6-4, we almost made it 6-5, and it was like empty net goal, I would have liked to seen us at least get out of this game losing 6-5, believe it or not. I thought that would have been a more fair score than what we seen tonight. But it's just, that was, no matter what, it was an entertaining loss. I'll leave it at that. It was an entertaining loss, but it just sucks losing to Vegas. And it was frustrating to watch, of course, because we were behind. We're chasing the game all night long. And I just hope, folks, that we don't have this happen in the Boston game too. We've got to we got to snap this now. We got to stop the bleeding as quick as we can, because the next thing is you're on the outside looking in once again all season, and I don't want to go there, really. I mean, we're 500 right now. Let's get over 500 again. We haven't been under 500 yet this year, but we're facing that next game, and I just hope that the Sabres guys somehow, some way, just look really good and hold the lead for 60 minutes against a powerhouse Bruins team who's coming in, who I wrote off as, I think, number 6 in our division this year. So I was way off there too. I think I had Vegas pegged number 2, right, this year? I have to check that video again. I think I picked them number 2 or number 3 in their division this year. I think I had Edmonton number 1, if I'm right, or I can't remember. I just can't remember, guys. I'd have to go back and see it. So I'm not going to lose any sleep over this. I actually was very entertained watching this game. I had a lot of fun every time Jack touched the puck. It made me giggle. I haven't laughed that much in a hockey game, guys. I can't tell you in how long. It had me laughing that much. The fans were very, I was proud of the fans today. They held their own. They had the Sabres' backs, and it's just sad that we didn't get a point at least and get this to overtime. You know, if this would have went to overtime and we would have lost 7-6, I'd say that's a fair result, a game like that, how good we played in the game, you know. So I'm going to go through the numbers quick, guys, because I've already forgotten to do that, and we'll wrap it up. I'm going to go a little different today. Just wanted to give you my take on that. So here are the numbers. Okay, you see the shots on goal final, 36-35, tells the tale. It was that kind of game, but the face-offs, they killed us on the face-offs tonight, guys. We've got to get better there. 59% to 41. They were 1 for 2 on the power play. We were 2 for 3. Our power play continues to roll. They had 15 hits. We had 8. 8 hits ain't going to cut it when you're trying to come back. They had 23 blocks. We had 15. 3 giveaways apiece. The shots on goal. First period, 15-10 Vegas. Second period, 13-6 Buffalo. Third period, 15-12 Vegas for a 36-35 edge in the game. And the scoring, Stevenson starts the game off at 5:44, 1-0 Vegas. Tage equals it up, 1-1 after 1. He scores at 16:23 in the power play, both power play goals actually. And Phil Kessel scores at 3:43. He was he played a solid game too today, I thought. Kessel scored. He makes it 2-1. Middlestat on a really pretty goal ties it up again on the power play, 2-2 at 14 minutes in. And then Cotter scores at 17:08, 3-2 Vegas after 2 periods. Let's go to the third. And Peter Angelo, there we go. Let me get it here. Okay, 3-2. He makes it 4-2 right there. And then Eichel makes it 5-2 on a goal I thought could have been stopped, unless it was the next one, and I don't think it was. No, that was the first one, right, where he went to the right side. Tage scores again. He's up to 10 already, folks. Tage scores again and makes it 5-3. And we're in this game again, and it's frustrating. And then Eichel scores again to make it 6-3 to pull him away again, and Aspen scores a shorty not too long after, 2 minutes later, to at least make a somewhat exciting end, and then we get a power play. I was hoping we make it 6-5 and have a shot, but then Eichel gets it from all the way from his end into the empty net. The final in the game is 7 for Vegas. So they deserved it. They won this game fair and square. My goodness, you know. But my God. We've got to tighten up in our zone, folks. I mean, you know, I know we can blame Comrie, and I was doing it tonight. Don't think I wasn't. I was tonight, guys, blaming Comrie to a certain point in this game, certain point. But how many breakaways did we give up? I mean, you know, and he was 2 for 3 on that. He stopped Jack twice on a breakaway. I mean, like, we can't leave the goalie out to dry so often. And how many odd man rushes did they have? It's like, I know we're learning, though. I get it. I do. But when you play these teams that are in the zone and aren't making mistakes, you painfully, and we're not playing at our best, you can painfully see the areas we still need to work in. You can painfully see it, you know? So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm not too upset. It's weird. I'm not really too upset. I was very entertained watching this game. I really was. And there was a side of me that didn't hate on Jack today. It was very weird as a fan for me not to hate on Jack today. The one good thing for me, the one good thing that came out of this is Leonard wasn't in nets beating us. That would have made me sick to my stomach. Thompson played really good in nets for them. That's something else I should say before I forget. He played good in, Logan Thompson played really solid, I thought, for them. that glove, I can't tell you. We had so many shots labeled, and he just snared them. You know, so it's we're 7-7. Not much more to be said than that, guys. We're as good as our record. We're 7-7. That's about where we're at so far. We're a 500 team. So the 7-3 start, folks, is right out the window for now, till we get back on track and get winning again and chip away and get back to 4 games over 500, hopefully sooner than later. So we shall see, guys. We got the Bruins soon. We'll see what we do in that one, because that's another monstrous test coming in. And I'm hoping that the kids just go off in that game. Kind of like what the Rangers did to Detroit, eh? You see what happened there? I don't know if you haven't seen it. Go check that box score. And my buddy Abe is tripping out because Campbell let in 7 goals tonight. And this guy's, his goals against is like 450 or something. He's freaking out. So I'm leaving it there, guys. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow. That's it for the night. And hang in there, okay? We'll just try to get right back in the winning track next game. There's nothing else we can do. And for those of you that called the Sabres losing, you nailed it tonight, I gotta say, because I had my hopes up we'd win this one. I did. All right, folks, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.